Hey guys, Cheesette here, CEO of Real Estate, and I'm excited to talk to my six-figure earners today. If you're watching this video, we're going to get into why once you reach a certain point in business, you would more benefit from a consultant, a business consultant, than you will a coach. Excited to talk about this content. Let's get into it. So if you watch on my channel, I did a previous video about what's the difference between coaching, training, and consulting. And we talked about a lot about that. So this is kind of a continuation of that. However, I want to speak directly to the people that are earning six and seven figures or the people that are right at the cusp of that. Just so you understand that coaching, and we talked about this before in the other videos, training is showing you what to do. Coaching is helping you understand how to do it better. It's elevating and taking everything to the next level. However, consulting is a little different. I believe in what we teach at our CEO Realtorship membership between the different phases of our offerings is once you reach a certain point in business, you do not need coaching. And when I say you do not need coaching, everything that you do should have an element of coaching. Whoever is advising you in business should have an element of coaching. However, coaching is really for helping you get the momentum and get rid of the limiting beliefs so that you can perform better. People that already have reached that six-figure mark or that are reaching that seven-figure mark or that are right at the cusp of that six-figure mark, they typically have worked through a lot of that. And they're going to now start having a coaching culture in everything that they do. So when I'm doing business consulting with people, it's different than coaching. And I want you to understand this because a lot of people that are at this point don't need coaching. You need a consultant. Consulting is taking all of the expertise that I have learned, all of my background. If you guys know, I have a background in corporate sales, insurance, I have a background in marketing, I have a background in communications. It's taking all of the business training that I have, being able to look at your business and give you advice on how to move your business forward. It's not the same as coaching. Here's what, when I look at coaching, coaching is I'm struggling to lead generate. I need to figure out what is stopping me. What the answer in coaching is going to be, okay, let's figure out a way to lead generate that really resonates with you. So maybe it's not that you are struggling with lead generation. Maybe it's the method in which you're lead generating. Maybe instead of calling clients on the phone, we could do seminars. And maybe we could put something in place where you have the skill set to be more effective and efficient so then that thing doesn't drain you. And then we get rid of all of the limiting beliefs. Okay, so why is it that you're having a problem with leads? Is it a communication problem? Is it a confidence problem? Is it a problem of not understanding your industry? And we start to troubleshoot down that path. And the coach is going to ask more questions in a space because the goal is to get you to perform better. However, with business consulting, performance should not be an issue. The way business consulting work is not I have a problem lead generating. I've already mastered lead generating. What I'm trying to do is figure out how to do this in 10 different states at the same time. And we get into the logistics of what that looks like. We're bringing in advisors that are financial advisors, that are operations advisor, and we're doing things on a large scale. A lot of the times, our thinking is too small for the support that we're asking for. I have a lot of people asking me. I have a client, she reached out to me. She said, I want to schedule a coaching session with you. I already knew this girl is making like $600,000-700,000 a year. You don't need a coaching session. Tell me what's going on. She said, well, I'm having a problem with the profit in my business. I'm making the money, but I'm not seeing the profit at the end of the month, the year, the quarter. Okay, that's not coaching. That is business consulting because you don't need me to come in there and get to the bottom of what's going wrong with the people. You need to sit down and we need to line by line go over your books. We need to look at your expenses. We need an accountant in here. We need a bookkeeper in here. We need to look at your credit card statements. We need to look at numbers to tell the story, and that's not coaching. However, the coaching mentality that you have is what led you to this point because you understand that there's a breakdown and there's something that I have to do. And that's why I said when you get to those levels, most people have already they have a growth mindset. They have a coaching culture in their company. So they're very clear about what happens and what needs to happen when things arise. They know that they need support, that they need to bring somebody in, and they're always willing to do that. However, what I see is really holds people back. I was going or holds people up is the fact that they think they need coaching and they really need business consulting to take their business to the next level. See, coaching is about the person, consulting is about the business. See, in our scale to seven, we are focused on your business, not necessarily you as a contributor to your business, because our goal is to assess the business without you. Our goal is to create and build the business around you, not with you. We want you to be able to have a passive real estate business. And that's where the consultant comes in, because as a consultant, I can look in and tell you wherever you're doing well, I can tell you how to 10x that so you can do better and come out of the active side of it. So this is why when a lot of people reach out and they say, I want coaching, coaches are always going to do a initial consultation or some type of 30-minute getting to know you call, or just really trying to find out a needs analysis. Like, what do you really need? Why is that? Because a lot of people will say they need training when you need coaching. A lot of people will say they need coaching when they need training. A lot of people will say they need coaching when they need consulting. And it is, when I was a coach here in Tampa, at our Keller Williams office, I used to have a lot of agents say, I just need somebody to sit down with me and walk through it. I'm like, that's not a training thing. Having somebody sit down and walk through everything with you is a coaching thing, because it's a mindset that says, I can't figure this out. So as a coach, I'm going to ask you, do you really need me to sit down with you? Or what is the block? Okay, you don't really have confidence in yourself to sit down and execute from a video. So it's really not the video is the problem. A lot of people say, I only learn one-on-one. No, you learn however you make a decision to learn. And see, coaching gets into that mindset, because I don't get to declare this is the only way I learn. I have involved myself in an industry that has millions of ways to learn. I need to be open to every single way to learn, whether it's videos, whether it's classes, whether it's in person, whether it's one-on-one, whether it's group. I need to be able to show up in every space and get something for me. And that's really what a real coaching relationship will do. And when we start to get into the consultations with our clients that are on the larger scale, we have found that most people need that. Why am I making this video? Because I don't want to see another realtor frustrated going after a coach when they should be going after a business consulting. Business consulting, the criteria is different. I need to know that you understand the structure of business and you understand how to take a business from one stage to another systematically, inorganically, and using the systems and tools that I already have in place. So if you're at that point, and you really are having success in your business, even if it's success on a small level, and you want to know how to take that to the next level through the business side of it, that's what consulting is for. That's what our scale to seven is for. And as we build this out, we have hired a team of CPAs, attorneys, because these people are going to be starting ancillary businesses, joint projects, and joint ventures. And you're going to need legal and acquisition advice, operations experts. And all of these people are in our house, are in our wheelhouse. We have access to them, and we'll be able to partner you with, okay, you need help with your P&L. We're going to partner you with a bookkeeper that's going to help you get that together. And then we're going to re-meet when you have that piece together, because all of this stuff plays into one another. And I think it's so important that now, if you are planning the next stage of your business, that you look and see what business consulting will do for you. Our Scale to Seven program is open. As you guys know, our Blueprint program is open too. I think it's worth sitting down to determine what is the best level of service for you, because we created them with the individual business owner in mind. The Blueprint was created with the agent in mind. Scale to Seven is created for and built with the business owner in mind, the business in mind. And that is my passion. Why? Because as you start to grow out and grow your business, now you're taking your profits in your business and you're building something that you can now feed other agents with. And that is my passion, to see you grow into the business owner that you were created to, but also to be able to see you help other agents do the same. So I am Cheesette Cowan, the CEO of Real Estate. I invite you to check out all of our available content at the CEO of realestate.com. Hey guys, thank you for tuning into that video. I hope you got something amazing and valuable out of that. I believe that when somebody is speaking, that a lot of times God will be speaking to you at the same time and telling you things that you need to do and you need to pay attention to. And I'm just going to invite you to do that. I'm going to invite you to be obedient today. If there is any way that any of our products or service can help you, check us out at the CEO of realestate.com. We love to be the place where you learn and grow and develop as an entrepreneur and a CEO for your business. My name is Cheesette Cowan.